Street, alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Land down and we a lock down the street, so we chop it, so we do it. This is when you come for lock down the street. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. The big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. Street, alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Land down and we a lock down the street, so we chop it, so we do it. This is when you come for lock down the street. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. The big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them couple of the big tune.
What's going on, folks? Welcome. Welcome aboard the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network. My name is Jason, and if you're just joining us, you're wondering what we are about. Really, three things: learn something, have fun, and do it the right way. That's kind of what we're about here. Coastal Airways. We've got a hockey charter in the MD-80 today. We're heading back from Philly over to Westchester. I actually flew this yesterday, but I didn't have a chance. Obviously, I had to reschedule everything. My airplane's acting up. I don't know what's going on. So if you do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, subscribe right now. I am a real world pilot. My background is in aviation safety, so that's kind of where I'm at in my background. So in case if you're wondering what's going on. Having said that, we've got Dewan. I gotta pull my screen closer because I can't see a darn thing. The Rangers do play in like a few minutes. In about an hour they play, so I gotta get them there. We've got Dewan's in the house. Ja, how are you? And then Christopher's checking in. Well, welcome. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, everyone. Those that celebrate it. I sure did. It was a lot of fun. Good times with the family. I'm going to try to get this thing to work. I don't know if it is working. That's my problem. Like, this whole thing is kind of acting up weird. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start the APU up just to see if we can't get the door closed. And if I can get some activity. I think I'm going to have to reinstall the aircraft. I don't want to do it now, so I'm going to try to prolong that. We did have an MEL pickup, so I'm going to show you that right now. This airplane was deferred. We had to get it fixed. So you're looking at the MEL here. That's our tech log, I should say. We had an issue. GPWS Annunciator on final approach. You can see that in Dallas, and that was on 11/20. We deferred it 2 days because 2 flight days actually. So we flew the aircraft back, and I knew we were going to have to fix it in Philly. Called ahead, got the part, and really it's a quick swap on a computer for the GPWS and the E&E compartment, and they did that. So it was fixed right here. You can see 11/25 swap GPS computer at Philly. We've got the sign off, and the mechanic is good to go. We got a signature on it, so you know we've got a good flight here. We got a good airplane ready to go. Here's our route. This is our release, I should say. Weather is perfect, folks. We've got just about, once we're airborne, 44 minutes. It's nice. We're going from Philly to Westchester in 949 Charlie Sierra. Get it back there. We're looking at 439 feet. Winds aloft. I already programmed everything, so that's great. 290. We're going to actually just start the APU, like I said, and we're going to get this thing rolling. Zero fuel weight, takeoff weight, and landing weight are all within parameters, and we are actually going with 12,000 pounds today. The fueler was kind enough to give us a little extra gas, so that's what we got. I looked at the NOTAMs. I checked everything. Everything is good to go on the NOTAMs. No major issues there. No runway closures or anything like that. So weather en route is perfect. Beautiful day here in the Northeast. We've got basically we're going to be taking off out of Philly. We'll be flying the, let's see here, we're doing just straight ditch. So we're going to do Philly departure. And it looks just like a quick sit out of here. Probably a Philly 2. Yeah, we'll do the Philly 2. So basically we're going this way. We're going the opposite direction. So we're just taking off straight out, basically eastbound. We're going to go right to, our first waypoint is actually Ditch, it's called. So we're going to go fly direct to Ditch. I don't see anybody online right now, so that's it. And we're just going to come up, kind of get away from JFK, over to Deer Park, and then over and around, and then in. We've got about an hour to get going, and we got to get this show on the road. Hey, Ryan, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Hopefully you're well. I did pretty good on Black Friday, so I'm building a new system. And if those are those folks who are members of the channel, and I'm talking about like paid memberships, you can do that. You can become a Patreon or through the YouTube. And if you are, you get certain perks, and I'm going to actually show you back, behind the scenes build of the new computer. It's coming. We did pretty well though. I think we got a screaming machine, and for pretty good cost. Not too bad. So let's see here. 140 on the speed. I'm gonna go ahead and set this There we go. There's our takeoff. We're going to go set that. We got to get Cliff going. He's with us, so let's see if Cliff could perform well today. We'll find out. I don't know. Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Go ahead.
Any questions?
No questions.
All right. All right, folks. First, I've got to go ahead and just plug this in. You can see I'm a little worried because I can't close the doors right now. So we're going to have to just kind of muddle through this and try to get it right. 125, 131. I've got to, like I said, I think I have to reinstall the aircraft. Something happened. 140. And I don't know why it did that. It's just doing that for some dumb reason. Hide the toolbar. Now, next week, we are off from the MD-80s where we're home, which is really nice. Okay, let's see if we can't get him. We got a load sheet in hand here? Okay, thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Okay, pre-start check below the line.
Covers and pins.
Removed. Removed.
Aircraft log and documents.
Checked on board.
Altimeters.
Set.
Fuel, oil, hydraulic quantities.
Set check.
0 fuel weight.
Set.
TRP.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, hopefully she closes the doors. I'm going to hold the checklist right there because I forgot one very important thing to do. Okay, so I was kind of flying through my flows a little bit and I got kind of distracted with those doors. So let's go ahead and check this right here. Our CG, very important, is actually 14.6, so let's go ahead and get that in there. 14.6 on the CG right there. Flaps are going to be 8, I believe. It's 8.5 on the flap, so that's good. Right about there. Not too far off. You can see my yoke is not actually activating. Neither is that. You can see that's an oddism. Okay, APU is coming on the bus. This has nothing to do with it, but I'm just going to get the APU on the bus so I don't forget it. Okay. Let's try that again. All the doors are closed. That's good. All right, let's try this one more time. Let's see if we can get this airplane to work here. It goes one way, but not the other way. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do long trim nose up. Not even moving, you see that? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stop that right there and see if I can't get the yoke. See how that worked? Yeah, it's kind of strange. Looks about 0.6, maybe 6.5, right around there. Let's go flaps 8. Oliver says, I spent the night at the TBA. Oh, you lucky dog, man. How was that? Was that fun? That's a new hotel in JFK, right? Tell us how it went. That'd been awesome. I read an article about that a long time ago that they were building that at JFK. I think that's at JFK, isn't it? That'd be awesome. You get some pictures and stuff. That'd be really cool. Okay, 122.8. That's set. Those are open. And finally, takeoff is on. What are you doing, Cliff? Cliff is not working. This guy is frustrating. All right, let's go. Decimal 50 flex. 50 takeoff flex.
Stabilizer.
Set. Decimal 6 set.
Flaps takeoff selector.
Set. Stowed.
Speed bugs.
Set.
Pre-start check below the line completed.
Okay. Before start check, please.
Parking brakes.
Set.
Doors.
Closed.
Startup and pushback clearance.
Received. Approved.
Before start check completed, ready for engine start.
Okay, start left engine.
Starting left engine. Left start valve open. N2, oil pressure.
International Volunteers is on runway 9 right located. Taxi to the northbound via Sierra 6, Sierra Echo.
N1.
Delta, cross runway 27 right, Delta, cross runway 8, Delta.
Fuel on.
Fuel coming on. Fuel on. All right, we're just going to watch the
Fuel
EGT.
flow,
You make sure you don't
EGT.
want to cook the engine
Left
at all.
start valve closed.
So you want to make sure that's going. That's fired up. Got a good light. Just watching that EGT valve. Make sure the gauge. All right, we're on the bus. And he kicked off the throwing my lap
Stabilizing.
belt on. Oh, look at that
Stabilized.
airplane right there. All right, we're pretty light, so I'm going to do a single engine taxi. I'm going to have to see if this guy's going to do it with this clown. I should have actually fired up my other engine, but that's okay. All right, that's good. Altitude, we're going to go ahead and climb to 6,000. Actually, nobody's online, so I'm going to actually go to 10. Everything else is good. I just want to make sure I didn't forget any dang thing. All right, we got to stabilize. We're going to keep him going. We'll do a taxi test check. I'm going to do one myself. ATC set check. We'll do the flaps now, just because it's Cliff. So that should bring it down to about 8.5. There we go. Come over here. I just got to make sure everything's set, ready to go, because otherwise, just going to check this, check that. 1, 2. Rudder's good. All right, we're out of here. If you don't, Cliff is just holding on to one item, right? So Cliff is not, there we go. So he's kind of just waiting on one. I'm just going to throw the galley on right now. Supplies coming on this side. Okay. I might have to cross. I'll cross him. I'm going to basically I'll cross the bleed. So I'll do a cross bleed. And I'm going to shut off the EPU right now so I don't overboost it. That's coming off. That's good for now. That's coming on. I'm just kind of helping him out here, because I want to do a single engine taxi. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare. We'll have a pretty long taxi to go. And we're going to have to do that anyway with him. So I'm just going to do this right now. Kind of a hybrid thing here with him. One thing I need to check is the flow. We're good with that. All right, brakes coming off. Let's go. I've got the pneumatics open, which they need to be. Pop the brakes. Here we go. And Cliff's not going to get all upset. But
Traffic Volunteers 001, crossing runway 09 left.
we're going to have a long taxi, folks. We're going all the way. I would wish I could take off on runway 8, which is straight ahead.
Runway 09 left located.
It would be really nice if I could do that. And the reason why I can't is because it's a 5,000 foot runway, so it's pretty short. Jeffrey says, hold on, I found something wrong. If you're wondering why my airplane is doing what it's doing, we do have aux on high, okay. Let's try it again.
Traffic Volunteers 001, crossing runway 8.
Alright, stand by.
Runway 8 located.
Let's see something here really quick, folks. Yeah, we got rudder in there. We've got a yoke in there and default. I might have to fire up both engines. The hydraulics. There we go. Let's see if we can't get this to work. Yeah, it's just because of the I'm gonna have to start both engines, ride the brakes, unfortunately. It's just adverse yaw issues. Captain Cavi, what's up? First flight of the day, you should fire up both engines. Okay, even if you're really light. All right, I'll do that. Let's start it up. It's just turning like a pig. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I gotta do this. Calibrate this really quick again, and that. All right, let me tell Cliff to turn that right engine on. Start right engine.
Starting right engine.
I'm gonna have to give it some gas because.
Right start valve open.
Is it? No.
N2. Oil pressure.
That is now. I have to give it a little bit of fuel to get that thing cross bleeding. Okay, we're gonna go down delta here. You can see how it's not rising, so I'm gonna have to hit the brakes. I hate to waste that energy.
Fuel on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Airplane just doesn't want to work right now. Hold on. Fuel coming on. That's all right. We'll just take our time over here. We're gonna go down delta, by the way.
Fuel flow. EGT.
There's a light.
Right start valve
gas.
closed.
There we go. I did a cross bleed. You're supposed to push the throttle in there. That's why it was kind of a sluggish deal. Sloppy on my end. How are you, by the way? Jeff, what's going on? He says Philly to White Plains, very short hop. Yes, it's not too bad.
Stabilizing. Stabilized.
Welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant.
All right, we got two good starts coming in. I'm going to go ahead and throw that's on.
For important safety information.
Let's do after start check so we can get Cliff sorted. After start check.
Ignition.
Off.
Electrical loads.
Checked.
Air conditioning supply.
That's why. Auto.
Galley power.
On.
Ice protection panel.
Set. Off.
Pneumatic crossfeed valve levers.
Closed.
Flight controls.
Flight control check completed. Flight control check completed.
Hydraulic pumps and pressure.
On high. Checked.
Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Removed.
All clear signal.
Received.
Flaps, slats.
Set checked.
After start check completed.
We are cleared on the left.
We are clear on the right.
Taxi check.
Fuel heat.
Off.
Flaps and slats.
Set and checked.
Beeper bugs and TRP.
Takeoff flex.
Takeoff speeds.
Set. Verified.
Takeoff briefing.
Completed. Performed.
ATC flight guidance systems and nav aids.
Set checked.
FMS.
Pre-flight completed.
APU air and master switch.
Both off.
Brake temperature and pressure.
Checked.
Taxi check completed.
All right. Philadelphia traffic, Riptide 5803, crossing runway 3517. All right, what do we got? Wait, where are you now? We're in Philadelphia. By the way, this is brand new scenery. There's a lot of sales yesterday on external, and I'm just looking to make sure we're cleared. A lot of sales yesterday on the it's like for sceneries and stuff, it was awesome. We got, I probably picked up 6 or 7 scenery. Man, that guy's humming. All right, we got a long taxi. We're going to take 9 or left all the way down here. We're in Philly. We're going from Philly to Westchester. Well, you can see this, I believe this is this BM World something, I think. Anyway, I think that's them. I don't know. Or it's Dominica Designs. That's what it is. I think it's Dominica Designs. It's really good. Obviously, I really enjoy the scenery. I just got it. We showcased it in a Pittsburgh. What's Dominica and St. Lucia ICAO code? Oh man, you'd have to ask me that. I don't know off the top of my head. I know it's DOM, but it's not that. It's like something else. You have to look it up. Just Google it. All right, if you are HPN now, your stream channel's backwards. Dang it! Wait, what? What does it say? Stand by. I hate to lose all that energy on taxi. Let's see what we got. We got Philly. No, we're right. Philly to HPN. We're good. This is not Westchester. We're in Philly. So this is right. A lot of American aircraft here. Sean, what's going on, man? Oh, never mind. I see you at Philly. Yeah. Gotcha. How you doing, Sean? He says, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. There it is. Thank you, Jeff. An aircraft taking off. Looks like an A321, maybe. We are humming. We're so light. Oh, man. By the way, we got the aircraft fixed. The aircraft was broken. We had a GPWS issue. We had it deferred a couple days and then MEL'd the thing. But it has to be fit. It had to be fixed in 2 flight days, and that's exactly what we did. We couldn't get it home, so we had to fix it in Philly. We called ahead, got a part. There we go. It cost a lot of money. I think that stupid thing was pretty expensive. All right, we are cruising like a Southwest jet here. Let's slow down here. Taxiing like we stole it. All right, we're going to go down to Whiskey. There we go. And I'll seat the flight attendants and we'll be good to go. There's Whiskey right there. Once we're airborne, folks, 44 minutes. It's pretty quick. Those members in the chat, you guys know, let's go ahead and throw our chutes on. Just going to stop the aircraft. I do have to set the brake because if not, it's going to go because we're so dang light. All right. Chutes on. I will let the flight attendants know to... I got to turn it on. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Lineup check.
Cabin.
Secured.
Windows.
Left side closed.
Right side closed. Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ignition.
Set to Bravo.
Air conditioning supply.
Auto.
Transponder set to TARA. Takeoff clearance.
Received.
Lineup check completed.
Ready. All right. So what we're going to do, those lights coming on. I'm going to throw these on now. What we'll do, folks, is just going to be a nice rotate 15, and then we'll go up to 20 and hold that. We won't go over that. Basically, it's going to be a straight departure out, almost on runway heading here. So let me just check my heading bug, just make sure we're good, make sure we don't have any ATC on board, and then I will call them up. And then let's rock and roll. And then I got to get Cliff going, so I'm just going to try to stabilize the aircraft before I throw the autopilot on. All right, so I'm just going to kind of manually hand fly it. I'll have Cliff, work the flight director for me. We'll do a heading select first. We're going to go direct to ditch, so it's kind of, I'm just going to look at my legs page here. Yeah. Wait a minute. We had an arrival too. Standby. Standby 1. I think we screwed something up. It won't be too... I think we did have an arrival, didn't we? Yeah, bound 4. No. Bono 4, so... Or something like that. Alright, let's go to departure... Or, excuse me. Let's go to arrivals. There we go. And that's what I want to hit. And that's it. Execute. There we go. That's better. Now we can go. We're good. Everything else is good to go. We've got it. And we'll probably cut some of that stuff off. Direct to ditch. Ditch is the first one. We are ready. Okay. Philly traffic, Riptide 5803, taking a runway, a 9 left, departing east. Okay, let's go. That's brakes. Brakes. Brakes off. Here we go. All right, folks, let's go. I got a Ranger game to watch here. Looks what a beautiful day in the Philly area. Lights are on, looking good. Strobes. Oh, I got an aircraft crossing. We'll have to make sure. We got FSLT running just in case if you were like, what the heck's going on? That's what's going on. FSLT. All right, got 9 left on the pavement. Coming around, 9 left on the ND. Flaps are set. And we've got a good. I'm just going to push one up, then back down. Good. I didn't hear any alarms. Let's go. Bringing them up. 1.4 on the EPR. I'll push the nose down here. All right. Auto throttle is on. Let's go. Clamp. Takeoff thrust is not set. Now it is. I got the airplane. My power.
80 knots.
Let's see how that goes right there.
V1.
We'll go.
Rotate.
Gear up.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Gear up. 20 degrees. Let's go heading select, please. Heading select. Arm heading select. Arm navigation.
Navigation is armed.
Select climb power.
Climb power is set.
Bug it up. Flaps up.
Flap 0.
Slats retract. Engage VNAV.
VNAV is engaged.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot 1 is on.
Climb check.
Seatbelts.
On.
Climb check complete.
All right, so that was interesting. You know, it's commanding, even with the VNAV on, it commanded a pretty steep nose high, and I wanted to drop it to 10 degrees so we could get some airspeed back. That's kind of why I did that. Normally, I think probably the smoothest way to do it is probably going to go vertical speed and hold VS for a bit until we can get our airspeed up. Now it's commanding 300, so now the nose is going to drop through their 10,000 feet. We'll let the flight attendants know. All right, that's the end of that. Okay, good climb. Just want to check him and make sure He did everything he needed to do. That is off now. That's good. Okay, we got a good aircraft. We're going direct to ditch. 10,000 on flight mode. This is going to be pretty quick, so I'm going to go to performance. Let's go to landing. We'll get the weather into the HPN area. Or Kilo HPN. We're going to go dry, and that's it. Let's go outside here and just check the wings, make sure we're good to go. Any bouncing, no turbulence. It's saying turbulence the whole entire route. That's what we expect, actually. So I'm expecting turbulence. Probably light to moderate chop the entire route. So that's the end of that. Let's go ahead and turn these off. Not too bad of a departure. I just wish the autopilot would work sometimes. All right. So Jeffrey says, I'm a Patreon member, so I can't do the shoot here. I wonder, I think you can. If you go to our Discord channel, Jeff, and go to the FSBN Discord, and there's a way you can log in to, you have to link it. Sean will know better than I will, but you got to link your account, your Patreon account, and it should work. I think. So check that out. John says, Sean, are you a Michigan fan? Ah, here we go. Shelton, how are you? Checking in. Marco, what's going on, buddy? I just saw it. How's it going, my friend? Thanks for checking in on a Saturday here. Well, yeah, it might be a Saturday for you too, and probably at night. You know, up in Italy. All right. The weather. Now, I have to talk to you about next week. And we're off. This is the last day, and I believe, Sean, we are off for the week, if I'm not mistaken. We're basically off the entire week from charter flights. What that means is I'm going to start flying a proving flight with Coastal on the 737-800. It's going to be a brand new route, and it's going to be a West Coast run. We'll do, so I think we'll fly. I got to look at my calendar here, but I think we'll do that. Let's go ahead and check the, I got to do a transition check here at 18. We're only climbing at 29, so it's pretty darn quick. Let's go ahead and get the weather here into Westchester. Weather Westchester 330. We're going to be landing north. 330 at 7 knots. We've got 10 statute miles and clear. 3/8. Altimeter is pushing 3039er, so I got to check that. Runway's going to be 34 pretty much. Gate's 58. All right. Runway 34, we'll throw that in there. Auto brake's probably going to be medium. We'll check that right now on a performance, landing distance required, and all that good stuff. Let's get that performance data knocked out now. There's 19,000. I got to call them. Transition.
Set.
Thank you. 2992 straight across the board. He'll throw his lights off. 2992 coming down on my altimeter as well. Did everybody have a good shopping week? It was really good. I got really good computer parts for cheap. Does that make sense? It was darn near really good for us. So Jeffrey says Oakland to Honolulu. We're going to do an ETOPS flight in December. So I have 2 days where we're going to do that. It's going to be a day over there and a day back. So you'll see that in December. That's coming later in December, though. I won't do the ETOPS just yet, and then that's going to be another proving flight. So I'm waiting for the aircraft. It's in the paint shop. So I'm waiting for that airplane to get December 20th around there. I'm waiting for that airplane to get released. How's that? All right, let's go. But this airplane is going to be brand new. Well, I wouldn't say new. It's used, but I've got 330 at 7, so we got to plug that in here. Always, right? We're looking at outside air temperatures 3. That's good. We'll do 5 on the ref. Runway is going to be 3-4. We are going to go flaps 40. And Captain Cavu, I think remind me, there was some kind of a weird thing with flaps 40, right? In the handling of the aircraft, I've read somewhere where it was just kind of, I don't know if it's sluggish or not, but it's something different. If you wouldn't mind letting us know what the heck that is, because I want to know what the heck is wrong with this. When you go flaps 40, something with characteristic with the handling was all kind of off. But I don't know. That's just hearsay, I guess. Yep, I got an unruly passenger, folks. All right, landing weight's going to probably come in at, I'd say we probably burn another 2,000 pounds easy, probably 3,000 pounds off of that. So 109. I'm estimating 109. So let's just go a little conservative. We'll go 110. And we'll click calculate and see what we got. I've got a factored landing distance of 35.14. And then actual landing distance is 29.87. But what do we have on the runway, right? So if we fly a perfect approach, what it's going to do here. If we fly a perfect approach on 3-4, how about 5,400 feet? So we would have 5,400 feet of runway if we flew a perfect red over white approach. Now, in this particular case, we might have to because there are trees on that runway that I remember. TWA always use flaps 40 landing, so I never noticed anything different. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Jeffrey says split Scimitar 800s. Yes. Hope so. That'll be gold. It's going to be our new Utah 1 livery. I'm going to showcase that on the stream. We've got a brand new livery called Utah 1 in the paint shop, so pretty cool. Good stuff. All right, let's plan on the approach. It's going to be 3-4. You guys know planning is everything. If you can properly plan, then you're going to set yourself up for success most of the time. We're coming in from, let's see, we're doing the Bound 04, so we're going to come in from the south area. I kind of want to bypass Bridgeport. If we could bypass Bridgeport, 1,000 to go. It's, let me show you folks what I'm thinking. So we've got the arrival here. Nope, that is not the airport. Yeah, there it is. Let's go. We're flying up to here, Sea Isle, going to Bound, Deer Park, over to Zon, away from all the LaGuardia crap. Bridgeport, Rhymes, and you see it's going to dump us off at Rhymes. But if we could fly the RNAV if we wanted to. All right. Probably going to do that, or crap, we could fly the sound visual. I mean, as you can see, the same thing. The RNAV kind of sets us up there, but we'd have to fly to Carmel. We could skip. Well, we can't because we got to fly. That's no vector. We got to fly straight over to Carmel via wire, then flip it down and then come over. That sucks because, shoot, if we were getting vectored, you know, Harp, shipping maybe. No. Maybe we could go to shipping and then flip it in. You know what I mean? It's gonna, what I'm saying is it's going to give us a little bit of, who do we got? We got ground on, ground on, ground on, ground on. Okay, so you can see no actual air traffic control. So I might want to go direct shipping and then we'll just come around and I'll program the RMP just to back it up just so we can kind of see. There's 29,000. How are we doing on the turbulence? Oracle of Orman. Oh, of Orman? Call it the Spirit of Provo. Love me from Flaps 28. Yeah, I mean, I read. You might have known him. You know Chris, Captain Cavanaugh. Chris, he's an author. Mano, I think it is. He was an American MD-80 captain as well. I got to read his book. I've been meaning to read his book forever. Wow, I can't believe they land flaps 40. That's interesting. That's cool though. I think Delta's a split thing. They do flap 40 or 28 for the most part. Spirit of Provo, huh? We were calling it actually Utah 1. It's a great book. I've got to read it. Yeah, I've got to read that book. I've been meaning to forever. So off the coast of Long Island, folks, here we go. You can see JFK is going to be kind of right there. Nice and smooth. I didn't expect it to be like that, so that's good. I'm going to throw the seatbelt sign off. And let's get into this. Let's do the approach. So we're going to come in here. I'm going to do arrivals. We're going to do the RNAV Zulu 34. Excuse me, the RNAV Yankee 34. I just want to make sure that's correct. I don't screw it up. The RNAV Zulu. The sound. I'm going to back this up with the sound visual. I want to fly the visual approach. I think it'd be fun. So let's go the RNAV 34. I'm just going to plug that in there. We're going to do the rhymes transition. Okay, we could go Bradley, we can do everything else, but shoot, we're already high and fast. So I'll tell you right now, we're high and fast, and I'll tell you why. You see this Deer Park has us over 24,000 feet. Well, guess what? We shouldn't expect Deer Park. We've got to descend down to 15 negative. Yeah, 15,000. 150 down over Deer Park here. Execute. We're going to start down right now. I know we are. We're going to master caution. Who did that? Okay. I don't know why it's saying slat overspeed. I know why, because my stupid... All right. So I'm going to take over. This is kind of where I'm going to have to fly the aircraft. And just kind of let not the autopilot do anything. I'm just going to have to fly to get that back down there. We got to get on track, okay? We're a little on the high side, so we got a lot of energy to lose and not a lot of time to lose it. So altitude's coming in, 15,000 on the set. This is a quick haul, folks. All right, let's see what we got. Deer Park at 15,000, okay? As you can see the banana. You can see where we're at. That's not going to cut the mustard, all right? So 2,300 is not going to do the trick. We got to go faster than that down the slope here. Let's go 2,700. We might have to pull brake. Let's see what we got. Deer Park, 15,000 feet, 250 on the speed. I'm going to go ahead and check that right now. Slant 250. See how I'm a little bit behind already just because of the massive quickness of this thing. Quick flights are tough. They're real hard on flight crews. You got to go. You don't have a lot of time to really gather your thoughts. We're going to have to pull brake. Let's try 3,500 feet a minute. Seatbelt's coming on. That's for sure. Let me get Cliff working. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
Any questions?
No questions.
Descent check.
Fuel quantity.
Checked.
Approach briefing.
Complete. Performed.
Landing data.
Set.
Descent check complete.
All right, we're starting our way down. You can see we're a little darn high. Might have to pull some brake, help it out. Yeah, we're over Long Island already. This is a fast trip, guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start descending again. Steep descent. We're definitely not going to be 250, so I'm going to have to come down on the speed. 250 set there. I got the brakes in, all the way in. Just going to try to get this thing down. That's a pretty sunset, isn't it? All right. Deer Park should be at 15,000. We can't do that. We can expect sound at 13. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll set to 13,000 over at sound. All right, there's sound right there. You can see that. And I do apologize if I can't. I'm just kind of flipping back and forth to. We're not going to go to Harp. You can see how it kind of takes us all the way out there. On the brakes, coming down, sound, we're so close. I don't want to push it past 3,500 feet a minute. How's that? So I think we're all right. We're doing good on speed too. So I'm going to go ahead and preload this, show you guys. HPN, we're going to go to approaches. I'm going to go ahead and show you, just kind of looking at the sound visual 3.4. We're going to back it up with the RNAV, RMP. You can see it kind of puts us over to HARP. Kind of don't want that though. So, I mean, we have to go outbound like this. Let me call them up. Transition now.
Set.
All right, folks, coming through. Here we go. Shoots on. Shoots on. Chris retired off the 7.3 in 2020. I knew the name, but not him. Dang, he retired. Shoot. I really liked his writing. Like I read a lot of his books. I mean, articles from Airways. He wrote in Airways often. Yeah, he went from the MD-80 to the 7.3. Loved the 7.3. All right, looking good, folks. Coming down the chute, we're pretty steep. I am going to actually let the aircraft fly all the way over to, basically, I'm not going to vector myself in because we got to lose some altitude and energy. So it's at 11,000 feet over Guani. We're a little on the high side, so I'm going to keep it going down. Speed brakes coming in. All right, speed brakes in, they're good to go. All right, speeds checked. Airplane, I want the airplane. Give me the airplane. We are not following you, bud. We're following me. All right, there's 13. I want to catch profiles, what I'm trying to say. We're still a little on the high side. There we go. Profile is now caught. Now we can go VNAVs, hook up again. There we are. Let's see if the airplane tracks all right. All right, we're going to go to 6,000 feet over Westo. And you can see Westo, I want to hold 6,000, so I'm going to program that in the aircraft and then say, nah, Westo 6,000, so you better get me down there, airplane. And that's not the airplane's fault, buddy. That's mine. That's just, I didn't set it up correctly. I didn't have time, really. It was, like I said, I was a little behind the airplane, but you got to catch profiles. So you got to do that right away, catch the profile, and then you can go ahead and plug it in. That's why two people is so nice to fly when you have to. Boy, isn't that nice. That's probably one of our airports. There's so many airports on the coast here. You got to be careful. You think, oh, there it is. No, it's not. Yeah, you don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to go around thrust, just in case we need that power. We can get it. Descent checklist was done. And now I'm going to do an approach check. Approach check.
Navigation.
Set.
Approach check completed.
All right, 343 coming in here on the course. There we go. So course is set 343. We're at Zan. I still can't do a visual because you could see where the visual kind of is. I gotta decrease this dang thing. There we go. You can see where the visual kind of comes in here. Shipping. Kind of use that shipping coming around. They don't want us to break LaGuardia's airspace. They gotta keep us out of here like this. So Westo's at 6,000. The airplane's coming down good. 240 on the speed. Got to start slowing it down here. 210 in a minute. Oh, look at this, folks. Oh, wow, sunset's beautiful, huh? Get an outside shot of that. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty livery. Pretty cool. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and drop it out, get those lights out. We're not going to turn them on just yet. Make sure nobody's on. Good. I have to call Westchester traffic here. 6,000 feet. I want to get to 6,000 over Westo. And then we got Bridgeport. So they're going to fly us basically northbound on the arrival. We're still on the arrival. So I wonder at Rhymes, we might have to drop down in the round. I guess we're going to have to do that, folks. We're going to have to do what's published, unfortunately. Because we can't get vectors, and we can't get vectors. Then we're in trouble. What are we looking at here? 3039. 3039. And by the way, I canceled. I had to reschedule the yesterday because I was really tired. I was really tired, and there was a Black Friday sale going on at Barnes & Noble that my wife wanted to go to. So, you know what? Once in a while, it's okay to do that. HPN of PFI? I don't think so, man. I'm done. Holy smokes. This is a quick one. We're done. The Rangers won yesterday. They beat Philly, which was nice. By the way, I've got to kind of shut up here. I'm below 10,000 feet. I'm on a gag order. We're going to head that northbound to Bridgeport. I wonder if we could just brake. No, we can't. Dang it. What I want to do, folks, is fly the coast, right? So I just kind of want to fly the coast, hug the coastline, and flip right in there and not have to do this button hook thing. I'll show you what's going to happen here. You see how that... We're going to have to button hook over. Why can't I just fly the coast inbound? You know? We hit Bridgeport, Connecticut. We could descend down to... get down to about 1,400 feet-ish, 2,000 feet maybe. We could fly it straight in. We're going to basically, what I want to do is cut from Bridgeport straight across. Happy wife, happy life. Yes, you're right, Shelton. No joke. There's 6,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and descend down to 2. I think I'm going to do that, folks. Let's go ahead and I'm going to break off the plan just a little bit. I'm going to basically vector myself in visually. So ATC says, Riptide 5803, descend 2,000. We're going to turn to a heading of, I'll go direct. Pretty much around the coast. So once you fly the coastline, direct to Ikley. Alex Tugman? What in the world? What is that? That's not on. Do I have the right one? Arnav Zulu 34, right? Let me just verify. Arnav Zulu. That's why. Arnav Yankee. How about the Arnav Zulu 34? Execute legs. There we go. That's just a little better. All right, we're going to start slowing down. We're going to slow the aircraft down. 200 knots. We'll get ready to throw some slats in here. Over Bridgeport, Connecticut now. We're going to go ahead and descend down to 2, and I will do a heading select. You can see kind of what I'm going to do, folks. I'm just going to kind of come over here and then get this airplane configured down to. All right, heading hold. Heading select set. I'm just going to hold off on the slats just right now because we're going to have to burn some energy coming through. I never knew why they want us to come north and then swing back down south. It just doesn't make any sense. So what we're going to do is fly the coast here. We're still staying away from LaGuardia. That's probably what it is. That's LaGuardia's 2-2 issue. Because you kind of go right across there. So they kind of want to keep you away from that approach path. That's probably what it is. But we're at 2,000 feet. I don't think... Yeah. I mean, we're well away. All right. What I'm going to do is increase this so we can see what we're doing. I'm basically going to fly a visual. Come down to 2,900. The speed should start dropping. I am going to get the slats in, at least. Slats extend.
Speed checked. Slats are extended.
Slats extended.
All right. The reason why I couldn't talk is because Cliff. And if I start talking to Cliff, I'll be like, wipers on, and they'll do something stupid on me. All right, coming in. I could leave this off. I don't have to set this, so I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it off. Beautiful night here. I'm just kind of looking for a visual at 2,000 feet. We're really nice, doing all right. I get some notch of flaps here. We're right on the cusp of maneuvering. Let me just see what we got for maneuvering. Oop, that's not the right one. That is maneuvering speed 214. Let's go get the flaps in. Flaps 11.
Speed checked. Flaps 11 set.
Uh, 190 on the speed. All right, folks. I got to pick up my camera a little bit. I'm a little dang low. I'd like the seat just a little higher. All right, once we hit this point, we got 190. We'll start spinning the aircraft in, making a turn here. Just kind of looking now. We're at 2,000 feet. We're kind of slowing to 190, which is perfect. And I'll go ahead and get flaps 15, and then we'll kind of wait for the gear. I'll throw the gear down here just a minute. Then I'll take over. Once I can see the airport. Difficult to see it now. I can't see it just yet. It's going to be over here somewhere around, I don't know, 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock-ish. It's kind of looking. Let me call them up. White Plains traffic, Riptide 5803, setting up for a base, runway 34, White Plains 2000. Yeah, Ryan, I was so tired, man. I was shot yesterday. I was like, really? Do I really want to fly? I'm glad I didn't because I was so tired. It would have been bad. All right. Basically coming in on the hook right now, just kind of looking at making sure. What the heck is that airplane doing? I got an airplane out the window here. It just took off. Watching them. I'll go ahead and get ready for flap 15 just a minute, and once I see the airport, I can go ahead and start our descent. We should start down now from likely to 1400, so I'm going to go ahead and start the descent point now. Now, I'm going to have to tab it. I'll hit tab and then work it over to 1400, right? You stupid. Right there. Okay. So, get out of there. Vertical speed's coming in, VS, and I'm going to drop it down just to about 800 feet. Let's go ahead and flap check. Flaps 15.
Speed checked. Flaps 15 set.
Flaps 15.
LaGuardia traffic, it's Delta 835, just outside of Darrell for the RNAS plus 31. LaGuardia traffic.
Yeah, was that the bus, you guys? Is that who I heard? Sounded exactly like him. All right, folks, I'm looking out the window trying to find my dang airport. I ain't finding it right now. Okay, nice and slow. Gear 1,400 feet. It's starting to get nice and slow on us, which is okay. I got an aircraft off the window. I don't know what he's doing. 300 feet below us. I'm watching him. Right. .343. Looking good on the speed. Coming down on the altitude. Kirby or Kigby at 1,400. We're there, man. We still got some time. We're a little on the low side, but that's okay. We're over the ocean. So that's good. Oh, by the way, you just reminded me. I should have turned on the terrain feature. All right, that's going to just kind of dial that in there. Kigby's at 1,400, and then we start down just a normal glide slope from there. So we're just holding off on the flaps right now on the gear. So we're just slightly on the low side. I got the runway in sight. There it is. See it? Right there. But again, I don't want to drop gear just yet. How many miles? That's 3 miles. I probably could drop it now, but we're burning a lot. What is everybody doing taking off the wrong way? What runway are they using? Because that's, again, this might be an FSLT issue, but I want to just check this really quick. ATIS. Runway 34. Come on, dude. What are you doing to me? All right, gear down, my plane.
Traffic.
Flaps 40.
Speed checked. Flaps 40 set.
Final check.
Gear.
Down.
Ignition.
Off. Set to alpha.
Auto spoilers and auto brakes.
Armed and set. Set checked.
Flaps and slats.
Set checked.
Landing clearance.
Received.
Final check completed.
All right, folks, here we go. On the high side coming up. There we go, right there. Trim. Here comes the speed. Throttle's in. It's going to help us arrest that descent. I'm just going to try to let the yoke go. Yep, we're good. Okay, lights are on. Looking good. I have to come back on the power just a little bit. And that is on medium. Okay, flaps are 40. And we are armed. You can throw the flight director off. That's just confusing. If I can get it. Go.
500 above.
Set.
400.
Going on speed. Just a little slightly fast. It's coming back on the power.
Align.
Got it.
Approaching minimums.
Power's
Flare.
in.
30. 20.
Look down the runway. Nice float. Come on, stupid. Reversers.
Spoilers deployed. $80 knots. 60 knots.
Reverser stowed. My brakes. Want to go to the second turnoff here. Welcome to Westchester. All right, not bad. Not bad. It's always fun flying into Westchester. It's such a short runway. We are going to this way. We're going to 58. I'm going to have to clean it up. Hang on just a minute. Let me go ahead and taxi off, and I'll tell Cliff to clean up. I'll stop the aircraft because it's so short of a taxi. Stop it right here. After landing check. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call up GSX. We'll have a marshaller coming. We're looking at parking 58. How bad was that? Was that a good landing? It was kind of a floater. I didn't want to float. Request follow me. No, I know where I'm going.
After landing check completed.
This is the conclusion of our flight.
All right, APU is coming on. Good.
Until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft.
I got the slats. There we go.
This will be your indication if you think to move about the cabin. Gather your belongings and supplies. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
All right, that was fun, huh? Captain Lebrowski said, where are you heading? We're just in White Plains now, buddy. We're just finishing a NHL charter here. The Rangers flew from Philly yesterday. That's kind of what we're replicating here. And I'm looking for my folks. Here they are. I'm going to shut off number 1. Number 1's coming down. I cannot wait until they release the sounds for the MD-80. You know, there's immersive sound going to come out. Oh, man, that thing is going to be awesome. I'm totally looking forward to that. Let's not blind this guy. I'm going to throw those off. You know, something very unique about the MD-80 is the taxi lights do not rotate with the nose gear. Isn't that interesting? It's not like a 7.3 where it's actually on the nose gear. It's fixed, which I thought was interesting. And there we go. Lined it up straight. Brakes coming on. Coming on the overhead, looking around. APU is lit. It's on, and I'm shutting down that engine. I want to start burning fuel here. That's it. Seatbelts off. Welcome. We have made it. Let's go ahead and deplane, and we're done. Okay, flip this over here, and I want to change my background. I got to do that too. There's a couple things I got to do with this aircraft. I got to, first of all, probably reinstall it. Request deboarding. They're going to hook up ground power. I'll go outside. Beautiful moon. It's a gorgeous night here. Nice. Open the doors. There's an airplane. Everybody's taking off the wrong way here. I don't know what FSLT is doing. That's an FSLT issue. It seems like it. Anyway. All right, coming over here. We're going to go to ground. Go ahead and plug in the GPU. Get that working. You see what I mean? This is all jacked up. I'm going to have to do something about this issue. Open up forward doors. That's open. That's open. And then I do have to stop. I do have to turn on the well, the aux pumps are on, so I'm going to have to open the aft stairs and open the aft main. They wouldn't do that, but stupid GSX, I can't fix it. Aux coming off, trans off. I got to do a parking check and make sure our lights are good. Throw that off. I want to stop burning fuel. APU's burning, costing me money here. They call us what? Boomers? The young whippersnapper FOs call us boomers. Not trying to save gas. That's funny. All right, that's good. That's off. All right, folks, we're here. We made it. That is on. Hopefully you enjoy a great Saturday. I'm going to be watching some hockey here. I've got to watch 15 minutes behind. Anyway, that's good. We've got, just to let you know, let me do a park check really quick. Parking check.
Parking brakes.
Set.
Flaps and slats.
Retracted.
APU or external power.
Established.
Fuel levers.
Off.
Anti-collision.
Off.
Hydraulic pumps.
Off.
Seatbelt switch.
Off.
Ice protection panel.
Off.
Transponder.
Standby.
Parking check completed.
All right, folks. We're done. I'm going to actually shut it off completely. So when I start it again, it'll be a cold and dark aircraft. That's kind of where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these bleeds. Galley is off. Coming out, that's fine there. Good, that's off. Good there. And let's go ahead and shut the buses. The last thing we'll do is the continue. And last thing I'll do is shut the battery off. Oops. And the reason why that's on is we have... I got to get light on to see. All right, so we're going to come over here. And you can see logo is on. That is now off. So there should be no lights. You can see there's one light there. And there we go. So it's your emergency light. If you're ever wondering, why can't I get a complete blackout on the aircraft? You got to throw that emergency switch off. All right, folks, we're deplaning. We're done for the week. Woohoo! I'm going to go ahead and actually have to throw my ACARS in there. Pull that in, and then we'll file flight. I believe, I don't know if Sean's still on, but I think we're done for the week. What happened? My airplane just crapped out on me. At least I filed it. Anyway, we're done. So, okay, how's that? Can you hear me? You can probably hear now. Check, check. Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking you hear me now. Like I said before, thank you. I hate when I go on mute. What we'll do is the next flight, it's going to be a 737-800, and we're going to feature our newest in the fleet. It's going to be the Utah 1 livery, and we are actually, it's going to be a proving flight. I can't tell you exactly where. It's going to be somewhere international, though. Close, but international. So check it out. That's going to be on Friday. That'll be probably a Wednesday, and then we'll do the return leg. So I'm still massaging the schedule, so that's kind of why I can't tell you where. But that's kind of what we're going to do. All right, folks, until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We will see you probably Wednesday. We're going to shoot for Wednesday. I have to look at my calendar, but I'm going to try to do 2 streams this week, a Wednesday and a Friday, if I can, if my schedule allows it and if I'm off. All right. Hope you enjoy your week. Thanks, folks. We'll see you. Yeah, let's go Rangers. Next flight is on Friday. Rangers. Oh, thanks, Sean. Well, guess what? It's going to be Wednesday then. I'll get the stream in on Wednesday. We'll do back to the MD-80 on Friday. How's that? Where are we going? Oh, we're going to Nashville Friday. That's what it is. Yep, I thought so. Okay. All right, folks. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Keep the blue side up and the brown side down. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Ciao.